DOL number 16. Let's take a look at this sentence. Okay, this is a long one. They would have froze during the blizzard, but they seen an empty house that protected them from the winds coming off of the mountains. This is a long sentence with a lot going on in it. Let's take a look again. They would have froze during the blizzard, but they seen an empty house that protected them from the winds coming off of the mountains. Okay, first thing we're going to do. Clearly, we're going to capitalize the word they. Now take a look at wood. That is a word, wood, but that's of course if you're talking about like the wood of a tree, right? If he or she would have done something, it's the other form of wood, W-O-U-L-D. Make sure you pronounce that, spell that correctly. So they would have. Can you say would have? No. They would have. Now, what sometimes jams people up on this is the word would have, if you do it with the apostrophe, has apostrophe VE. So it sounds like would have, which is where people think you can say would of, but you cannot. It's actually, you're contracting would and have. So if you're going to do it, it would be they would of or they would have. Would have is wrong. You have to put have unless you put the apostrophe VE. Let's continue. They would have froze during the blizzard. Oh no, past tense. They would have frozen. Excellent, during the blizzard. What's wrong with the word blizzard? Yes, it is misspelled. We need two Z's in blizzard. Now, take a look at this. Normally, when you see the word but in the middle of a sentence, you put a comma before it. So let's take a look. They would have froze during the blizzard, comma, but they seen. Can you say they seen? Absolutely not. They saw. And now I talked about this on just yesterday's sentence. When you have the article A or N, the next word decides whether or not it's going to be your A or N based upon if it's a vowel or a consonant. Vowels always get N before it. An apple, an egg. So we have, but they saw an empty house that protected them from the winds. Protected just looks wrong. We know that the word protect is CT, not KT. That protected them from the winds coming off of the mountains. I believe I've told you this before, but I'm going to tell you it again. You never use the word of after off. You just don't need it. Think about this. I have this pencil here. It fell off the desk, not off of the desk. Or, that rock fell off the mountain. You don't have to say it fell off of the mountain. It's redundant. It's not needed. One more thing, actually, two more things I still see here. The word mountains does not get capitalized because there's no specific name of the mountains here. If you had the Rocky Mountains or the Blue Mountains, I don't know, I just made that up. Maybe there are Blue Mountains, I'm not sure. But regardless, you wouldn't capitalize this because it's not the specific name. And then, of course, we put a period at the end of the sentence. Let's take a look and see if everything was completed correctly. Pardon me. Let's see. They would have frozen during the blizzard, comma, make sure you have double Z's, but they saw an empty, not a empty house that protected, you fix protected, put a C and K, them from the winds coming off the mountains. Notice I lowercased the mountains. I put a period at the end. Fantastic job, everybody.